according to Corinthians 13, Coach wants you to love. Coach don't want you disrespecting people, treating people bad. So we're in this room and we call ourselves Christians, but we taking our influence and treating people bad. Ooh. That's not what Coach would want. I said, he just did a whole, he just did a whole message on, if you say you're a Christian and you racist. I said, no, he just didn't sit there for 45, but he broke down when you love God. He said, I'm gonna be real with y'all. There was a time I wouldn't do this message because I was more concerned about what you thought about me than what Coach thought about me.
You ready? All right.
The way people approach spending money got everything to do with how you go about making it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you looking at, you thinking lack. You thinking spending it like, because you don't, so when you go approach making it, does that make sense? Like, bro, you got to understand, like, and I'm trying to say, we just talked about this the other day, so I ain't really thinking it all the way through, but I'm like, yeah, you see Maul with the cribs and doing his thing, but you would understand the approach to why he was okay doing those type of things if you know how he goes after the assets.
No question.
Even harder than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think some people, you scary with it because you know you scary with it. Does that make sense? Like the whole circle is scared.
I'm just saying this,
it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, like somebody, remember somebody?
He not working that. I ain't trying to disrespect Maul. I'm just saying he ain't working as hard. Like, Maul is not working the way y'all think he working.
No.
Let me say this. Most of you are working too hard for what you have.
Yeah. Like,
it don't even make sense.
Yeah.
The level of work that you put in.
Let me tell you something.
But let's go back.
Let me tell you something.
It don't even make sense.
I worked at General Motors on the line for 3 months and worked more in that 3 months than I worked the rest of my entire life. I'm talking about till they put me in dirt. That's work, bro.
Work, bro.
Getting up, bro. I'm on the line at 6 o'clock in the morning. We was in Fisher Body. This was before the Delta plant was built. In Fisher Body, it was 95 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning when you started your shift. I'm talking about to die. And I was in paint. My daddy worked in a body shop. Sparks flying. You this close and can't hear a word he's saying. Earplugs, sparks flying everywhere, hot as all get out, 8, 9 hours a day, hard labor, bruh. I'm talking about, I was in there like, oh, this is work.
That's work. Wow.
I'm talking about, I'm on the pod talking right now. About to go to Sophia's.
Bro, I'm just saying, but here's the deal. I studied Black history for real. Like, I was calling some names out to Didi. Didi was like, where you learn that? When you learn that? They weren't teaching that. I said we went to HBCU. They were teaching that. Let me tell y'all, if I ain't learned nothing else from Black history, bro. The people who worked the least was making the most money, bro. The people that was in the plantation weren't making nothing. Mm-hmm. The people that were working, meaning with their hands, bro, I studied it, bro. They dropped us off in every place that has resources. Every place, bruh. From cotton to rice to beans to sugar cane. They put us, like, once they figured out it's only one group of individuals that can work in any climate, bruh, under any circumstance. Yep. There's only one group of people. What people don't realize about history is they did not start with Africans, bruh. They started, whoever was living in America when they got here, including them, they tried. They couldn't do the cold or didn't do the winter, the summer. Mm-hmm. They couldn't do it. Then we were so dope that not only could we do it, but we started creating stuff to make it, like, bro, we created the cotton gin. Like, we created the machine to pick cotton. Everything, like, we was working so hard. We had to work and we had to mine. So everything we was doing was like, yo, this ain't gonna work.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have been the one making that cotton gin. Look, y'all, this ain't gonna work.
Bro, we just figured it out, though. We figured it out.
Come on, man, you ain't supposed to laugh, bro. You new here.
We figured it out. But guess who was making the money? The person who had the system and the plan and the vision. Yep. The person with the vision was the one. So I've seen my whole life, yo, the more you work, bro, I'm from Detroit, bro. The Fords own everything. I don't know if they was in the plant working.
They wasn't.
They own everything in Detroit, bro. From the stadium, I don't think they know nothing about football. It's evident. They don't know nothing about football, bruh. But, bruh, they still own the team. And they ain't sold the team to nobody. Why? Because that's how you make your money. Bruh, the stadium been packed for years and we ain't won a playoff game. Bruh, it been packed. So what I realized was, yo, bruh, the working thing, that ain't how you make your money. The vision, boy, that's how you make your money. The thinking, boy, that's how you make your money. So when you came to me, Ma, and was like real estate, I knew from what I studied, but I couldn't put it all together. I was like, oh, it's the real estate. And then when you showed me, you got insurance and real estate. Bruh, I would have people come to me who would be like, you real estate, that's dangerous. And I said, dangerous? Working as a enslaved is dangerous. That's what's dangerous. Picking cotton is dangerous. Like that, no.
They ain't never worked the police department.
That's dangerous, bro. That's dangerous, bro. So for me, Ma, when you came, it was like, oh no, that is the ABC to what I've been reading and studying. I couldn't get from the plantation to the, and then when you came, it was like, no, you can. And then when you said it, I told you. I was like, yo, I feel Ma, but Ma just unlocked everything for me. This is real estate for me. I was like, whoa, Ma just said he owns a property for, my voice is real estate. This how, so when I came out with a book, I'm like, bro, I've never sell my book for what they tell me to sell my book. I never sell my book. I'll never give my book away for $30 again. Why? That's my life. Bro, this is going to be a course. And not only am I going to make it a course, the first year I'm going to give it away for $1,000. After that, it's going up. And the reason why somebody was like, is your book sold out? No, I'm not selling it individual no more. Why? Because when you get my book, you don't understand the mindset. So you're going to take my book and not do what you're supposed to do. So you'll never be disconnected from the author again. You'll never, bruh. That's what Tim Tebow told me that blew my mind. So I just spoke Ignite conference. So it was me, Rich, and Tebow. And so, Tebow a cool dude. Like, he a real Christian. So he just out there, whatever. So he was like, what you gonna be talking about? I was like, for real? He was like, no, for real. What you about to talk about? And I was like, yo, I'm about to talk about the playbook and how you got to follow the playbook. He was like, oh, okay, give me more. So I get, Ma, you studying. I'm studying football. I don't play like that, but I'm studying this. I love football, the light. He was like, oh, you know the playbook ain't about just the playbook, don't you? And I was like, what you mean by that? He was like, oh, no. When you're a great football player, the playbook is about the relationship you build with the coach. He said you don't have a relationship with the playbook, E.
Right.
The relationship was with the coach. The coach just happens to give you his thoughts on paper. He said, so you always knew who was gonna shine in the game or not, or who was gonna be dope because of the relationship they had with the coach. So people who didn't like the playbook, they also didn't have a relationship with the coach. So they also didn't get play time.
The playbook wasn't designed for them.
He said, bro, the playbook is about you having an intimate relationship with the coach. It's the coach's thoughts in writing. He said, so the closer you are with the coach, the closer you are with the playbook. He said, so much so.
He had to switch his whole message, right?
Right now. Bro, I didn't use the PowerPoint, bro. Let me just say that.
Scratch that.
This the thing that he said was so deep. He said, and it's so deep because if you don't know the coach and you only know the playbook, sometimes you'll run the plays that the coach wouldn't really want you to run in those circumstances. He said, see, when we're in practice, it ain't a real circumstance, so coach give you these plays. He said, but then once you get in the game, you got to be so close to coach that yo, this ain't the play based on what the scheme they running. This ain't what coach really want me to run. Because I know coach's mind and coach's heart. So this is what he want me to run. So I'm about to run this play right here because this is what coach really want. But coach ain't out here, so he can't run it. So me and coach are one. So when I get out here, I'm going to run coach's play. So when he said, bruh, God don't care nothing about you reading the Bible. It has nothing to do with the Bible. The Bible is just what he wrote, but you got to establish a relationship with him. And then once you establish it with him, this is what he preached about. He said it's a difference between people who go to church and Christians. He said people go to church, I don't really know what they be on. They be like trying to get the word for what they can get from it. He said, bro, when you really love the coach, you trying to figure out what coach want and you want to give coach what coach want. Bro, let me tell you what he did, bro, when you talk about everybody got their own gift, I heard him address racism in his speech in a way that I couldn't address it. So what he kept saying, Maul, was, yo, if you really love Coach, you run Coach play. You do what Coach wants you to do. What does Coach want you to do? Coach wants you to love. According to Corinthians 13, Coach wants you to love. Coach don't want you disrespecting people, treating people bad. So we in this room and we call ourselves Christians, but we taking our influence and treating people bad. Ooh. That's not what Coach would want. I said, he just did a whole... He just did a whole message on, if you say you're a Christian and you racist.
Yeah.
I said, no, he just didn't sit there for 45, but he broke down when you love God. He said, I'm going to be real with y'all. There was a time I wouldn't do this message because I was more concerned about what you thought about me than what Coach thought about me. So I wouldn't say what I really needed to say because all that other stuff don't matter if you don't make it to the kingdom. I should have been telling y'all about God, but I was worried about what you thought about what I thought about God. Now I only care what Coach thinks. And he said, you already know when you Coach favorite. you already know. You win the Heisman.
He called your number.
No doubt.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, everybody that's listening, don't just be on here listening to us. Do a reset. So when Maul said real estate, I said book, movie, screenwrite, voiceover. Maul, I said, you got to have a voiceover for every, you got to have a course for every,
Yep.
you got to have a movie for every.
Yep.
The movie's called Torn. It's breaking down me and Didi relationship when we was teenagers. It's called Torn, how I wanted to go to Oakwood with her, but I also wanted to be in the streets. Because I love Didi, but I couldn't be with her all day. I still had my homies. So God was like, come on. Right. And so when you said that, I was like, this is my real estate.
Yep.
And then you said, yeah, but that other real estate was already yours anyway. So I did a hard reset and I took your mindset, which offends some people. I'm like, I don't even know why you're getting offended. This don't have nothing to do with you. This is not me saying I'm not grateful for everything I was taught. This is saying I honor what I was taught, but you gave me the baton. Now, you can't run too. So give it to me and let me.
Yep.
And so God has put people in my life, and you were one of those people that was like, yup, left side, all left side. From this point forth, left side. I'm going to die. So why live on the other side? So Didi, why not get palm trees?
Yeah.
What you going to do with the money? Save it? And what you don't know is the more purpose I have, the more money I make. So now that I have something that I want to do, Didi still, why you buy Rolls Royce? Because I could. Because I could, and I knew I could. And I knew it wouldn't change our financial situation. And whether you like it or not, you like getting in it when you
No doubt.
I'm just being real.
Pause there. So I'm pretty sure you've heard this before, but our bodies are about 60 to 70% water. And that's why you're hearing all this talk about hydration. But what if you could get a 2-for-1? Every time you drank water, what if you actually could replenish the nutrients that your cells needed? Well, our friends at Organifi, they believe in hydration with purpose, introducing their superfood powder blends that turn your everyday water into a delicious, nutrient-packed drink. It's like a power boost from nature. One standout is their green juice, a personal favorite of ours for years. Unlike other green juices, it actually tastes great. Imagine enjoying a refreshing drink that's better than plain water and filled with incredible ingredients like chlorella, spirulina, and moringa from around the world. Just one scoop a day can make a massive difference for your body. What sets Organifi apart is the clinical dose of the adaptogen ashwagandha, known to balance cortisol levels, your stress hormone. In times of heightened stress, this can be a game changer for your weight, sleep, and your immune system. Organifi sources top quality ingredients from organic farms worldwide, ensuring their products are vegan-friendly, gluten-free, and free of any artificial additives. It's pure nutrition in every sip. All right, so here's the exciting part for you. Because you rock with the Secrets to Success podcast, you can go to Organifi.com/success and explore their collection. And at checkout, make sure you use the promo code SUCCESS for an exclusive 20% discount on all products. Yes, you heard it right. It's VIP treatment just for you. But wait, there's more, guys. Hey, for St. Patrick's Day weekend, if you spend $100, you get a free apple crisp. So make sure you go check it out now. Discover how these superfoods can transform your health journey. Visit Organifi.com/success and use the promo code SUCCESS at checkout and experience it for yourself. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Hydrate with purpose and elevate your well-being with Organifi green juice. Cheers to a healthier you. Are you tired of giving the same old gift that eventually end up collecting dust on a shelf? Well, I've got something truly special for you. Picture this. A gift that takes up zero physical space, but holds infinite sentimental value. That's right. I'm talking about an original song from Songfinch. So with Songfinch, I was able to create a custom song dedicated to you, our S2S fam. The process was incredibly simple, just 4 simple steps. I shared some details about the podcast. We're over 400 episodes, right? First step. Then from there, I chose the type of song I wanted and selected a talented Songfinch artist to bring my vision to life. And that's the song you're hearing right now. Just listen to a couple seconds.
This is yours, and I know that we don't always get it right, but we're closer to perfection in your arms.
Now, if you could sing and play like that, do you? You might not need this, but for the rest of us, listen, guys, it's a very simple process, and that's not all, guys. They have unique add-ons, like they actually make vinyl records and custom art made from your lyrics, making the gift even more special. Plus, they guarantee you'll love your song or they'll work with you until you do. So why waste another moment on more stuff when you can give the gift of a lifetime? For a limited time, Songfinch is letting our listeners upload their song on Spotify for free, so you can listen to your new favorite song anywhere you go. So just go to songfinch.com/S, the number 2S. That's Songfinch, SONGFINCH.com/S2S, and start your song. After you purchase, you'll be prompted to add the Spotify streaming for your original song for free. That's a $50 value, guys. And this offer is only available for our listeners at this URL, songfinch.com/S, the number 2S. That's songfinch.com, S2S. Don't wait. Get started right now.
But no, they don't even know what they like until you.
And that conversation I've had with people that I care about dearly, and it's just like, yo, the only reason that you don't like it, or you say you don't like it, do I need to finish the sentence?
You don't, but for the podcast, please.
Like, bro, you claiming, like, God coming back, it's gonna burn. We don't need to get all that anywhere, but the moment that you experience it, you enjoy it. I'm confused. So if you don't want it, like, don't go nowhere near it. Like, don't go out to a nice restaurant. Don't do nothing. Don't buy a nice house. If God coming back and it's gonna burn.
And he the one told you anyway, on earth.
As it is in heaven. Bro, I've heard that.
And the way you prove that you really get, the way I prove to Jamal I'm really getting the principles is when he comes to the house and sees the Dubai. That's how I'm proving to him. I heard exactly.
I was in Dubai with you.
Yeah.
I was in Dubai with you when you was like, man, Ma.
Cold man.
It wasn't a good. Hey, see, it wasn't better than when we went.
Thanks, Jamal.
It wasn't better than when we went.
You mean it?
But I remember that the first time.
Yeah.
Jamal a little Dubai thought.
The first time, and I just remember E, y'all, like, this is so real. I remember E, it was just like, we was going to the spa like every day.
Every day, y'all.
And, you know, they hit the little ginger tea boy. And we was just out there, and E was just like, man, Ma, like, why don't I have this?
Yeah.
And I believe, and I remember I said this years ago on a podcast or whatever, that it got a point in our life where I remember going to different resorts, and I would remember seeing how Camille would just light up.
We all do.
With certain things. I remember that, dog. I remember when we would go to a resort and she would always hang by the pool, get in the hot tub. And it was just like she loved vacation. And I just remember that. I remember the clubs. She loved having a club. And I said, well, how come I can't bring all of this in our own home?
Now, tell the truth, really, why you had to turn it into that.
Why?
So you get a different wife on vacation.
Oh, yeah. That is true. That's true.
The motivation is strong.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the truth.
No question.
Yeah. And I was
just that, but in general.
And it's just like, why do we gotta wait?
Yeah.
Why we gotta wait every 2-3 months to do this? Why? Like the bed, like the way the hotel room look and the way they make the bed up. We got a person that come in our house every other day.
And do that.
and do that. Give us that hotel, fresh sheets, clean sheets.
Yeah.
Fold the cover back, pillows,
Yeah.
all of that. We got leave a mint on a pillow in our own home.
Yeah.
Like, why are you waiting to go on vacation to get that kind of care?
Because somebody told us we had to wait. When you grew up in the city, they tell you got to wait till you 60, or you go on vacation every blue moon, and somebody you working for tell you when you can't.
Bro, I'm trying to find it for y'all. I'll show y'all after. But there is a house. It's a house in Barbados that I found online. Bro, they made a beach at the house.
Wow.
Like you put a pool on. No.
Okay.
The beach is beautiful, bro. I don't know how they did it. I don't know.
But they didn't want to drive to the beach.
But they didn't want to drive to the beach, bro.
Yeah.
The longest distance in Barbados is like 21 miles. So a beach is 20 minutes away from anywhere you are.
Yeah.
Bro, they built a beach at the house. I'm going to find and show y'all. So to your point, what I've understood, again, Maul, thank you for the book. Thank you for our conversation. What I've understood, and this,
Thank you for being.
watch this, bro. Thank you for being a friend. Patreon, I need y'all to hear this. None of it happens until you experience and believe it first.
Yeah.
That's as simple as I could break it down. This is the process that I'm studying and learning now. I don't care what your dreams are. I don't care what you think. You have to experience it first so that your subconscious mind actually knows what it feels like. Then it brings it to reality.
No question.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't just wish. You can't just hope.
Right.
No. You have to experience it first.
Yeah.
So now that's the reset.
How are you experiencing it?
Oh, let me tell you something. All day, every day, you immerse yourself in it.
In the vision.
In the vision.
Exactly. That's what makes
Yeah.
you experience
The
it.
mind first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the mind.
Bro, when I
You
tell
been reading. You on chapter
Oh, come on.
7.
I'm
right?
understanding. Don't leave me hanging. I'm understanding. Listen,
Yeah, chapter 7.
I'm understanding more now in a way that I was like, oh, it's making sense. Bro, here's the reason why. You can't spend time in vision when you got so many tasks.
Can't do it.
So if you don't have an hour or two every day that you can sit there and imagine, all right, I'm going to stop with this. Bro, I never understood what it meant to be created in God's image. It means that you have the ability to imagine and create
That's it.
what you
That's the only
imagine.
thing that is. That's
End
all that
of it.
is. That's the
I don't
end
know
of
that
it.
God
Say it
got
again,
hands
so
and
what
feet,
was it?
bro. I'm saying, in God's image, I don't know if people assume that God got 2 hands and 2 feet and a neck. Bro,
Yeah.
no.
Let us create man in our imagination.
Yeah. Yeah. The
The
ability,
ability to see, vision, imagine, and create is God.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So all these years, again, I thought God looked like me.
Yeah.
I thought God had feet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he wear J's, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
no
read,
question.
that's how I interpreted growing up. Now I was like, oh no.
That's how they killed us.
Bruh,
They've been killing
animals
us.
cannot have vision. That's the one thing that separates us.
And
We're
many
in
of us
his
are
image,
animals.
and we are operating like animals. Just instinct,
No vision.
survival.
That's it.
I gotta pay
Survival.
bills, I gotta move. That's all
That's
it
the
comes
part.
down to.
Survival.
Survival.
And they strip you of your imagination. And I'm going to say this to all my fathers out there, man, especially those of you who are having challenges with the kids' mamas. Whatever you do, man, understand that I'm saying the wrong word, y'all. God's plan includes a man somehow speaking to his children in a way that makes him believe in that. Some kind of way. That is like a part of the equation, that fathers are supposed to be there. So don't give me none of that. My baby mama tripping. Don't give me none of that. You know, they live in a different state. You do whatever you have to do to make sure your children know.
Therefore, Maul got in trouble for saying that before.
Saying what?
Fathers need to be in their kids' lives.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
that was controversial at
I'm
one
53
point.
more. I'm
Right.
going to take it. I'll take all of it. I'm taking all
I
of it.
call hell.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, I'm taking all
What
of
did
it.
I say
That's
wrong?
crazy.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I'm taking all of it, Maul. You have to, because you can't, what we
But you
can't
don't know
do.
how
Oh
she
man,
be,
you
though.
don't
Yeah.
know my situation. I got all kind of stuff.
And I'm saying,
Bro, you just talking for the women.
no, but what I'm saying is we're speaking about God now. He has a plan. For whatever reason, God created a way. Man, let me tell y'all, man. Fathers, please hear what I'm saying. So my babies have that creative thing because they've been around it. My daughter came home the other day and was like, all right, for my 26th birthday, Carl, I'm not lying. It might have been Tuesday or Wednesday. Jada was like, all right, I want to go to Vegas for my birthday. I'm like, oh, okay. She said, I work on my birthday Wednesday. She got her mom thing, so she work on her birthday. She's like, I get off Thursday. I took off Friday, so I get off Thursday at 5. Can we get a flight? I'm like, yeah, done deal. So my wife, who's not always in the creative, Didi still got a lot of that Detroit working class thing on her. So Didi was like, all right, so here's what we'll do. Jada, we'll leave Thursday or Friday morning and we'll go, the two of us. So I was like, nah. I'm like, nah, Jalen, what's up? I know my son, he ain't doing that. So I'm like, Jay, what's up? Jay was like, oh, I'm good, Dad, I'll go. I was like, all right, bet. Bro, my wife was like, okay, me, Jada, and Jalen will go because you have a flight, you got a gig in Lynchburg, so you need to leave Friday because we was going to leave together. And I was like, the devil is a lie. I'm like, that's why I got in trouble younger because I used to be working on Jada's birthday because her birthday is spring break. So I would always have a week of prayer or something to do during spring break.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was years.
Yeah. I always worked on her birthday. So it's like before or after we'll celebrate. So I was like, I made that mistake as an adult. Listen to me. Fellas, if you want to blow up, ladies, if you want to blow up, stop moving forward without correcting the past. Some of y'all, that's what you want to do. You want to act like the past didn't exist and you just want to move on. You can't do that. You have to fix the past. You not live in the past, but you have to correct the mistakes of the past. So God was like, son, I'm giving you an opportunity to correct the sins of the past. So I called Brandon and was like, hey, Brandon, let's stop what we're doing right now. Let's look up a flight. So we look up the flight. So it was like, yo, E, you would have to leave Saturday morning at 5 a.m. You fly into Charlotte. You would land at 2:30. Nothing goes wrong. You land at 2:30. You got to get up to speak at 3:30. So you'll get to the venue probably at 3. You have no room for air.
Wow.
I was like, bet.
Let's do it.
I said, bet. I said, now let me tell you this. Whatever they 50% that they gave me, go ahead and look and see how much that is because we might have to write them a check for that 50%. But what I'm not going to do is miss my daughter's birthday again. That's what we're not going to do. So we'll give them the money back if we have to.
Yep.
Book flights. She met us after work. She drove, so she got her car there. Me and Didi Ubered there. Thursday night, we got there. I'm like, is there anything you want to do Thursday? I'm on mall. I mean, I ain't going to sleep. Whatever you want to do. So she had plans. We woke up the next day. She wanted to go on the, what is it called? ATVs. So we drove an hour out to the best one. Went out, spent 2 hours on the 8, having the ball. My wife was like, this is crazy. Like her, she got MS. So it's a lot of, and I was like, look here, boo. If you want to stay at the spot, you stay. But I'm not. This is my daughter's birthday. Jalen, I don't want to hear what you want to do. I don't want to hear how you feel. This is Jada's birthday. Bro, we stayed up all night. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, packed, did my thing. I said, God,
if it's your
it's your will.
Oh, no doubt.
First of all, when I get there, if it's not your will for me to speak, don't even let me get on the plane.
Right.
Make something go wrong, I hang out with them all Saturday at the spa. But fathers, listen to what I'm saying. And it's so dope, y'all, because I did it. I got on the plane to Lynchburg. I don't know what happened. They kept saying, yo, you counted 43, it's only 42. Bro, they must have counted 5 times. I'm on the plane like, all right, God, now I know you didn't let me. We ended up taking off. An hour trip was 30 minutes. They got there in 30 minutes. Got to the venue in time for my boy Rich to speak. Blew my mind, bro. Rich father got up and introduced him. So I'm healthy now. I would have been jealous of that years ago. I'd have been hurt. Rich, he was in the next level. Yeah. He played for Clemson.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he played for Clemson. Okay. So I heard his father do his thing, right? And so his father's, a little older than me. His father a little older. Father, I think, has an illness or something, but he fought through it, getting treatment or whatever. He was like, oh, I drove the first 4 hours. These boys was knocked out. I told him don't go out at night, but they went out. Dad, you could tell his treatment is whatever, like weak. And so Dad drove. He's like, I got him. So we sat down and we was talking. And I was talking to him because he's the only grown person in the room. They all young. So I was telling him like, yeah, I stayed. He said, let me tell you something, boy. He said, oftentimes your kids, especially the ones that are strong, will tell you, it's all right, Dad. Go ahead and go to Lynchburg. We know you got to work. He said, but let me tell you something. They just talking. And in their heart of hearts, they want their daddy there. So always be there. And afterwards, you'll see that smile where they'll say, thank you for staying. He's like, oh, they're going to tell you, oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But deep down in their heart, they don't really mean it's all good.
Yep.
They don't really mean you don't got to come. They really hoping that you going to say yes. He said, so sometimes they'll tell you no. Don't even fall. He said, don't even fall for the bait. Don't even, because Jada was like, oh, no, Dad, Mom, we good. We don't even need. Bro, it was such a great feeling taking that picture with all four of us there. And then getting up that next morning and boom, getting on that plane knowing like, yep, I was there. So you can't say I was there for that. And so I'm saying fathers show up even if they tell you don't. If your wife tell you, why are you buying that? Why are you doing that? I'm like, okay, Didi. Her cousin was like, when last time y'all drove? Didi was like, he got in the box. We don't never. I said, I thought, all right, let's get in there. So we drove around a little bit more in it. You feel what I'm saying? When my parents came, it was like, y'all do whatever y'all want to do, buy food, whatever. And Didi like, praise God, for your creative, imaginary, because I still be on that 9 to 5 stuff. And she'll be asking me, how long you think? I'm like, don't come to me with that foolishness. When something ever happened to you, the insurance this much, the taxes this much, I don't even know if we'll be able to stay. I said, oh, no, you're going to be able to do more than stay in this joker. Just stay by yourself. That's already taken care of. Just stay by yourself.
Don't have my man in here driving my road.
You know what I'm saying? Don't have nobody here in my J.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say to the podcast, like, here, you are close to us. Some of you are closer than others. Don't just hear what we're saying. Make sure you go, oh, this is what they own. Oh, they said restart versus reset. Where do I need to reset? Where do I need to restart? Because nobody in this room is superhuman. We regular humans. We regular. That's it. We regular. As Tobe always say, oh, I ain't no regular. Tobe always say, I'm from Africa. I ain't regular black. I ain't regular black. You not regular. There's nothing about you that's regular. We're not regular in that, like we ain't that deep, but because we attach ourselves to God and learn from each other, we at another level. So yeah, y'all.
Let's keep it real, y'all. By the time you've worked out, gone to work, took care of your family, there's no time left in the day. Who has time to actually manage their finances? At the end of a busy week, that's the last thing you're thinking about, budgeting and trying to track down customer service teams to cancel subscriptions. Guys, you don't have to do it anymore. You can use Rocket Money. Rocket Money does that all for you. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. With Rocket Money, you have full control over your subscriptions and a clear view of your expenses. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place, and if there's something that you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel it with just a few taps. The dashboard even shows you this month's spending compared to last month, so you can clearly see your spending habits. Plus, they help you create a custom budget and keep your spending on track. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you guys by up to 20%. And all you have to do is submit a photo of that bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with the customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/success. That's rocketmoney.com/success. rocketmoney.com/success.
If you want to stay at another level, go to Organifi.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS. All right, get 20%
you could be
off your
regular.
order. And you can definitely be regular.
I promise you,
could
you do that on
definitely be
Organifi regularly. Oh, you're going to be regular.
Man, the superfood green juice powder. Y'all make sure y'all go full with Organifi, man. Great partner of ours on this pod. And just a phenomenal product, man. Shout out to Organifi. They done sent me they got a new flavor of the green juice. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got a little, I think it's like an apple.
The apple crisp.
Yeah. I still prefer the regular one. This is my favorite. Just the traditional green juice, but make sure y'all go check them out, man. And man, good for you, healthy, keep you energized, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine, man. So go to Organifi.com, use the promo code SUCCESS.
Hey, and check out, I'm just saying, we talk about the green juice. Shout out to y'all. That's the #1 seller, but bro, they got a product lineup of, I'm talking about out of this world.
Oh, they got all
got
kind of
sleep stuff.
Yeah.
They got protein. They got everything. So make sure y'all check it out.
The gummies, they got they got it popping, man. Organifi.com, promo code SUCCESS. All right, so we're gonna transition into a little phase of the show. that we call Coaching with ET, and we are going to allow our Patreon squad up there to ask ET, Coach ET, a couple questions. But first of all, man, if you want to be down with ET and you want to be coached by ET, we have started a new platform that is allowing you to do that. You can go to coachingwithet.com. Go to coachingwithet.com. If you want E to be your personal coach, go to coachingwithet.com. E is going to coach you this year. And listen, man, coaching is literally one of the most essential things. It's so funny. Like, I was thinking about people with trainers and stuff like that. And, Maul, like, again, somebody who could clearly work out on his own, even if his trainer told him, here's exactly what I want you to do, some kind of way working out with a coach. And I promise you, I was thinking about this the other day because I don't work out with no coach. I work out by myself. And I'm like, yo, if somebody told me to do 5 more right now, I could.
You could.
Like when I quit, I felt myself like I was on the road, and I did a bunch, and my arms were sore, and I was like, that's it. And I was like, I put it down, and I was like, you only put it down right there, but if somebody would have been like, yo, give me 3 more,
you
could have done it.
Yep. That's every time.
And so many of y'all, man, you leaving so much on the table.
So much meat on that bone.
I'm talking about you to throw it out.
Bruh. I want to smack you upside.
Come on. I'm dead serious. I'm just telling you. Like, when you say, man, I'm not this, you don't have a coach telling you 3 more. And if you did, you would actually be producing more in your life than you're producing right now. So go to coachingwithet.com so E can be your personal coach. We are going to go to, let's take 3 or 4.
Can I say something before we go there? Why this is so important?
Please.
So, we talk.
Get your questions lined up
we
real
talk.
quick.
And I said we all have the desire, right? So I finished speaking. I was talking to this dude named Doug. That's a part of our next level speakers academy. He was one of the individuals that he got to shadow us. So it was a few of them. So he had pulled me to the side and we was just kicking it. I was like, what do you do outside? He's like, well, I'm a runner. He was like, he ran 100 miles, Maul.
Wow.
In one day.
What?
24 hours. He ran 100 miles, bro. Showed it to him. I was like, this is crazy. He's like, I run marathons, but that's kind of like, not trying to be funny, but marathons is like, you decent. He's like, these are high level, whatever. And I promise y'all, this is why coaching is important, y'all. I promise y'all, just running my mouth. Now, I wasn't lying, but it's one of those things, like C said, that I've always had a desire to do, but I just been on my own. And I was like, first time this ever happened to me. I was like, bro, I've had a dream, bro. I was like, I did a 5K. I always wanted to do 10, marathon. He was like, you serious? I was like, yeah. In terms of desire, I told my man, yeah.
I definitely want to do it.
I'm saying, yeah, in terms of my desire, I'm serious. He's like, no. In terms of your desire, are you serious? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's go run right now. I'm going to help you run a marathon. But let's go run right now. And I was like, what?
I got to go to work. What you said
bro,
right now?
I just finished speaking, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Ma, I promise you. 3 minutes later, bro, we had to hop the fence. We was at Lincoln University.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Bro, I hopped the fence and we did 8 laps, bro. He was like, bro.
Wow.
He was like, bro. He was like, E, you just did 8 laps, bro. He was like, bro, come on. He said, in the end, you start sprinting at the end. He's like, bro, all you got to have. Ma, I never had nobody go, let's go right now. I never had that before. Ma, he didn't send me a full book. He did his homework, research. All right, I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna get you this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna have mine on, so I'll be able to see what you're doing in real time when you're doing it. If you could do 8 laps, and I just told you to come on, you could do. He said, I wanted you to do 12, and I know you had it in you to do it. Yeah. But you just finished. Ma, nobody had ever told me, let's go right now. Everybody I ever met was like, oh, okay, yeah, I got you. I'll show you. Yep. My man was like a real coach, like, let's go right now. Put a full plan together. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. So I'm saying the same thing to some of you. You got 8 laps in you financially. You got 8 laps in you as a speaker. You got it. You just been by yourself. And I always say this, when you start paying, the more you pay, the more you take it serious. When you get something for free, you leave a lot of meat on the bone. But when you pay that fun, it make you go. So yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Hey fam.
What's up?
What it do?
What's up?
I like that.
Hey y'all, look. Man, another powerful podcast. So I just want to ask this question. It's probably not a question, it's probably just a statement. When you and Didi was together, right? You starting out. Was it a struggle for Didi
Oh, absolutely.
to continue to follow you? Because you didn't have a vision at the time, correct?
It is a struggle for Didi right now. Yeah. I'm just saying that, so keep asking me, but I'm telling you, right now it's still hard for Didi.
Okay. But
so I'm just saying, what are you asking me? I want to answer it, but I want to correct you. Didi ain't free up yet. Yeah, so what are you asking?
Well, then you already answered the question then. She's not freed up yet. She's still in that same mindset then.
Yeah. So
she's still following you though, right?
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to tell you. Some people, faith is without evidence. Some people, faith is with evidence. You feel me? So Didi is following 100%.
Faith with evidence.
Yeah.
Is that faith?
It is. It's the substance of things hoped for. The evidence. No, it's the evidence.
Right, but if you already have the evidence, you don't need faith.
Well, we all got evidence. God is God. Some people need to explore that a little bit more. Some people just take it for face value.
Explore.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God is God. Like, he is who he said he is. Some of us just go, oh, it is. Some people got to go through the Bible and read a whole bunch of scriptures and go, oh, yeah, Noah did. Okay, yeah, Joshua. Okay, yeah, I'm not that person. You tell me it, I got it. Didi has faith. Listen to me very closely. Didi packed up. Here's what I always tell people. Did she come to Lansing fighting? Yes, but she came. And anybody know Didi, Jeremy, you know, Didi love the church and do whatever she got to do for the church. She ain't necessarily like, she not working for the church in the way I work for the church, meaning like just know that this is what God called me to do, but she's still doing what God called her to do. So don't get it twisted. Just because she not skipping like I skip, she's still being obedient. Listen to me. If the church didn't have Didi, APOC would have been closed down, bro. I promise you. I would have shut it down. After COVID, I would have shut it down. Why? I want to be in California. I have no desire to be in Michigan. This is where I'm from. I have no desire to be here. I don't like to go from Cali mountains to cows and trees. Didi is here because she knows this is God's calling for our life. So her faith doesn't look like my faith, but it's faith that keeps bringing her back here. So Didi just needs evidence. And here's what I mean by evidence. Executing on what I said I was going to execute on. I wanted Didi to follow me when I was just talking about it. That's just, she not into that. But every time, this house here, Didi the one cleaning and making sure it's taken care of. The one in Cali, Didi making sure that it's taken care of. Didi like, you got this vision, but I'm the one that got to maintain all your little visions. You feel me? So Didi's faith is different. She's not the one that's going to start it, but she the one that's going to finish it and make sure it get to the promised land. So because your spouse faith may not look like your faith, it don't mean it's not faith. And you got to keep showing up and executing so that person who's not necessarily the starter can look at what you're doing and go, all right, I'm going to help you finish this thing. Yep. So Didi's faith is just different than mine, but trust me, it's faith.
All right, thanks, Catherine. Let's get to a couple more.
Let's get to the executing, Catherine.
Yep. All right. Who we got next?
Brandon or Justin?
You don't trust it, Jonathan.
Oh, you gotta call one of them now. Brandon, let's go.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Wonderful, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, so my question is, so you guys talked about reset and versus restart. Can you expand a bit more on like some practical steps to evaluate this is how I restart, or this is what I need to restart, or this is what I need to reset?
So reset is I don't need to be doing this no more because it's not going to take me to my goal. So reset is I don't need to drink pop anymore. That's a reset. I only need to drink water. Now, between me and you, out of 31 days, I may fall 2 days out of 31 days right now. So at one point, it was 10 days I'd fall out of 30 days. Then it was 5 days I would fall. Now it's like when I'm on the plane and I'm spending $1,500 on the flight and they ask me, do I want something to drink? I'm like, I got to get something. I just spent $1,500. Give me a little Sprite. You feel me? But there was a time where it was like completely. But I'm resetting, meaning what? I no need sugar in my body. I do not need sugar. At 53 years old, sugar is deteriorating my brain. It's ruining my blood, my blood. It's killing my body. So that's a complete reset. It's over. I need to be done with it. Arguing with my wife, reset. There's no reason ever that you and Didi should be getting into it. Period. Right? Now, and I'm going to say this to you because I want to make sure this is clear. So Didi said to me, okay, you don't be fussing and fight with me no more, but the other day, you didn't say anything. My girl, beast mode. She like, don't get it twisted. You thought it was the loud I didn't like. Now, you didn't communicate with me. That's still the same thing. That's not different. You're still arguing with me. Whether you're not talking or you're screaming, it's the same thing. So don't get it twisted. Don't think because you're like, I need your energy. You're not giving me energy. So you still failed. That's a reset. There should never be a time based on my energy where she don't feel like she get my natural, authentic energy. There's no excuse for that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be alive. So that's a reset. Does that make sense? That's a reset. Here's a restart. A restart is, bruh, I always been active. I ain't never been a dude that just sit there and watch TV. I don't even watch TV. I've never been a dude that eat and watch TV at the same time. I don't do that. I've always worked out. Now, I've never worked out the required amount, which is at least 4 or 5 days cardio, 4 or 5 days resistance. So I had to restart, meaning I'm already on my treadmill. I'm already riding the bike. I'm already getting 10,000 steps in, but I'm not doing it regularly. I already know I shouldn't be eating French fries. I already know I shouldn't be eating carbs. So complex carbs. So I got to restart, meaning you got to do this 5, 6 days a week. I can show you my phone right now. At least 5 or 6 days, 10,000 steps or more. One day I had like 19,000. So I had to restart. You know it's right. You know it's healthy. Let's get it going, son. Let's go. Reset. You're not supposed to be doing it anyway. So get rid of it completely. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
You were talking a little bit about poverty mindset earlier, and you were talking about getting to that left side, and that the amount of money that you spend isn't as important as the exposures that you're trying to enter into. How do you find that balance between entering into those exposures and not living beyond your means?
There is no what's the word you use?
Means.
What's that word you use?
Means.
He used another word, more balance.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as that. You can't live in poverty and live in wealth.
Can't serve two masters.
There's no balance. You can't be in one and be in the other one. There is no means. What do I mean by that? He owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. There is no means. Like, God is your supplier. There is no means. Here's what I would say to you. Here's when it's wrong. When you're living by faith and no works. He mentions them together. He says faith without works is dead. So I'm working right now. We just spent 2 hours and some change sitting here talking to y'all. I'm working. And God is taking note of the working. We can look at the amount of work we do and the content that we provide. There's data. And the data will show us if we're providing enough value that we will make money from it. Right? So I'm not here by faith. It's data. How many downloads do we get? How much is Organifi willing to give us for what we do? I know what I'm gonna make. When I speak, I charge a certain amount. I gotta do so many gigs a year. I know by faith that I'm gonna make a couple million as a speaker. Why? Because when they call me, I'm ready to work. All right, so if they call me and say, 200 grand, okay, 100 grand. Okay, if I say I don't want to speak for less than 100 grand, but no 100 grand's call and the 30 call, at some point I'm gonna have to go to work for the 30 grand. It's not rocket science, right? So we have to ask ourselves, is the work we're doing matching the faith that we have?
So faith without works is
dead.
What's work without faith?
dead.
It don't.
I didn't know if it go to does it go the opposite way too?
No, I'm saying
doesn't
It's
mention
frustration.
you.
It's yeah.
Carl said
okay,
it.
Carl
it's frustration.
No, straight up. That's what I said.
It's
You always hear it
frustration.
in that term, right?
But if I
Faith
can
without
say
works.
back to that thing,
because some people working, but you ain't got no faith in what you're doing.
You're doing your work, not God's work.
but whoever said, when you ask that question about how do you know you're not living outside your means?
Yeah.
That's that. What is your means?
What's your means?
Like who sets that standard of your means? What does that really mean? What does your means really mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
Y'all
it?
trying to start another pod, man. And-
What does your means really mean?
All right, come on,
I think
bro.
no, seriously, and so. All right, I'm gonna tone it down.
Take your time, Pastor. We only been on here for 3 hours.
I'm just saying. So you got to look at everything like an investment, man.
Yeah, that's
Because that's what it is.
That's what
so
it is.
now,
Yeah.
am I wasting my money on something that's not gonna give me a return?
That's something different.
That's something different.
Yeah.
But if I'm taking a trip, and on this trip, me and my wife, we are resetting.
Yeah.
And this is gonna make her a better mother, a better wife. It's gonna make me a better man. We creating a vision while we away, and we getting this quality time together. What? How much is that valued? What price tag is you gonna put on that? If I'm going on a cruise, I'm going on the world's largest cruise next week.
Yeah.
I'm taking my whole family on it.
Where is it?
It's in the ocean.
I didn't hear nothing about it. Maul didn't tell me nothing about it.
That's the first time I'm
could've
hearing
been.
it too.
My wife is over here having me send credit cards right now. That's why I'm taking pictures.
I didn't have the means to go.
And so it's I didn't even ask my wife how much it costs, but she asked what credit card should I put this on,
And he pulls it from his Louis.
and I was going
his Louis
and I
wallet.
was going through the credit cards, and literally I can't make this up.
Pick one.
I can't make it up. Why are we on here talking? Look, Carl, what does it say? What is this? Look. She said, what did she say? She said, what?
What card do you want to use for the cruise? I'm about to check in and book our shows.
Now look, what did I send?
Oh, he sent the card.
What does the card say? The name.
Jamal, the bottom, JK and Associates.
And then it say JK and Associates. Then what did I say right there?
Corporate family trip.
And then what she say?
Oh, the perks.
With
the heart.
With hearts.
With the hearts.
And then what I said to
Real estate.
JK and Associates is owned by the family trust.
Can't even make this stuff up. That is how much it's this is a reset. This is my family.
He even talked to his wife like that.
I talk to for sure. Why are we doing the podcast? Why I'm talking to y'all like that? I'm talking to my wife like that.
I got the
And
next podcast when he said that.
And it's
Title.
you got to
Okay,
start
good.
knowing what to put value. Everything. So I'm writing this off as a corporate family trip because it is. I'm talking to my family about the trust. My children gonna be there, and I'm telling them about the trust. We talking about investments. We talking about things.
Yeah,
So
the children.
it's not living outside my means. I'm not worried about what it costs.
Yeah.
It's about what is it gonna cost you if you don't do it.
That's it.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
what it is.
That's what you need to be
Hold on.
asking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Hey, Just, I want to do this exercise with Jamal real quick. So, Jamal, I have a home that I've invested in.
Yeah.
So the home is worth whatever it's worth.
Uh-huh.
So how long, if something was to happen and we needed the cash value from it,
Yeah.
I need to get the cash out of it.
Yep.
How long, let's just say, worst case scenario, I passed.
Yep.
So Didi needs that money.
Yep.
Let's say the house in California.
Yep.
How much time would it take? Because it's my money.
Yep.
But honestly, the moderate amount of time it would take for me to be able to get that
30 to
house.
45 days.
Good. How much would it take? I want you to hear this, Justin. You already said. So Didi would have to wait 30 to 45 days. How long would it take her if she sold a Rolls Royce?
At a discount, right? Because it lost value.
Yeah.
That could take, I don't even know. This is all about who want to buy a Rolls Royce at that point.
So give me the quickest amount of time it could get.
Somebody could buy it in a day.
Good. Listen to me, Just. My wife said to me, like, man, we could do this, do this, do this. I literally buy the stuff I buy in the event that something happens to me. So you have something in the garage that you don't have to talk to nobody about. You can go sell it tomorrow if you want to.
Yeah.
You can sell it for 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, 400, cost 500.
Oh no, I'll buy it for 100 grand. Now.
Right.
Don't let it go
I'm
for
just
that
saying,
low.
Just,
let's not go that far.
If he died, I give you at least 105.
I'm just showing you though, because somebody might look at it like, why you buy that? Because I want my wife to have something that she needs to sell in
And
an
that's
instant.
instant. Yeah.
She got $500,000 instantly from
facts.
it. And it was Eric Thomas' car. So that's why when we said, so somebody in a poverty mindset might go, bro, you just spent that. No, I took money and hid it somewhere in the event something happens to me or Didi, that the kids got $500,000 instantly now.
We don't mean hid like that, IRS.
I'm just being real. I'm going to be gone. I'm just saying, I'm going to be gone, so I don't know what's going on with it. But you see what I'm saying? So nothing that we do, everything that we do, now if you got a poverty mindset, you don't understand it. So I do have annuities, but you know how long it's going to take?
Oh, yeah.
You know how long it's going to take for me to get
30, 45 days.
Bro, it's going to take
to
time.
my wife, baby, the Lincoln Continental is
Get that
it's yours, baby.
It's yours. So I
Get
just
that
want you to
$6
see,
grand.
you got
Live it
Justin.
up.
You have to not see means. You have to see what do you want, and then God show me how to get what I want, not need. Some wants. What is it gonna take to? So there's certain things I've done to the house, and I'm doing to the house that will what's the word I'm looking for, Maul? That will fingerprint that we had something to do with this house.
Oh, the Eric Thomas was here.
I have a fingerprint. Watch when you come to the house, you gonna see, CJ, Jamal, Carl, you gonna see certain things. And so when somebody buys the house, they're gonna be able to go, oh, this is the house that this crew bought. Like this, this they work. So this value's gonna go up. Not just my house, but there are gonna be things there that when people bring people to their house, they're gonna be able to say, this was so, Maul does it. Maul was like, Martin Luther King was in his Joker. So-and-so was in his Joker. Like when Maul takes me on the tour, I always go to the Martin Luther King spot whenever I go. And then me and Maul got a running joke. Then they're gonna be able to say, 100 years from now, Jamal King, Eric Thomas was in that house.
Absolutely.
Martin Luther King and Eric Thomas was in that house.
Yep.
You feel me? So
I was there.
CJ said,
I was there.
See, I forgot to say CJ. My bad, I forgot to
Spent a couple
say
nights
CJ.
there.
But I'm just saying, we look at it different, Just. We look at it as what do we want? What do we need? And then is it a house? Is it a speaking engagement? Bruh, he taught me real estate to make money. Now he's speaking, making money. You understand? Before he met us, he wasn't making money speaking. He making money speaking. Before we met him, we weren't making money on real estate. So we just showing you how the reset. And so whatever Didi needs, is it coming through this house real estate? Is it coming through this real estate? Is it coming through this real estate?
Is it coming through that real estate, that real estate, that real estate?
You feel me? Is it coming, Mall shirt,
Yep.
real estate hat,
Yep.
real estate? Where is it coming from? See Brandon, somebody else, real estate, Carl with the book, the core. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want and what's gift did God give you? Because the way God created you, you should never have means. Why? Genesis said, be fruitful. That's the gift that God gave you. He said, multiply the gifts that I gave you. Subdue the earth. That means that you taking over it. Then dominion, the highest level possible. So as a speaker, being number one in the world, I follow God's blueprint. I have dominion in the speaking industry. I have dominion. So whatever you do, CJ and Brandon, dominion, real estate, dominion. Yeah. I tell Carl all the time, I don't care how insufficient or insecure. I don't know what word he used. I don't know which one of them words he said. I always have
advertisement.
What is the Carl?
I don't know.
Inadequate.
Inadvertisement.
Inadvertisement. Whatever the word is, I remind Carl, every Negro in America that has videos out that's speaking with B-roll, you created that. I don't care how you feel about yourself. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm telling you before you, Carl, all you saw with Tony Robbins was a two-set shot. One camera here, one camera, and they was blending, going back and forth. You could see his face, and then his other face coming in the face and merging out of his face.
I remember that.
You saw his face. You feel me? Les Brown, same thing. Two-camera shot.
Felt like
Carl
somebody
was the first
passed
one.
away.
Carl was the first one that put B-roll behind speaking, period. So everybody in this room, we got dominion over what we did. And you don't ever have to worry about money when you're excellent. You only have to worry about money when you do what you're doing or when you only doing it for money. When you do what you do at the highest level, people will pay you whatever you're worth.
Hey,
You hear that, Doc?
Let me add this. Maul beat me upside the head. Is like, are you stewarding what you have?
Yeah.
Because and Maul, we shared this already, but Maul was investing as a police officer.
Right.
You're right.
They want to act like you just started investing.
Because I promise y'all, it's easy to look now. Like he always said, like, man, Maul, you there? You don't understand here.
36,000.
Maul said he was putting money in investments then, life insurance then.
Then
$50 every 2 weeks.
$50 every 2 weeks. So I'm just saying,
excuse.
are you and this everybody, like, are you stewarding? Because if you steward it, like Maul said, it's seeds you planting, it's stuff coming back. So don't forget that. It ain't no, like they said, outside of means. Once you start stewarding, now you can live in expectation of stuff coming back. Because God, everything you gave me, I used it to the best of my ability. So as I learn, I'm going to execute that way. So just want to add that.
Now I'm going to have to change the name to Coaching with E.T. Carlinjamal.com. I don't know how this turned into everybody get a feedback, but it did.
Well, when you get coaching by ET, you get us.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's a package deal.
CoachingWithET.com. We're going to take one or two more. We got Jordan and Melvin, and then we out of here.
This is Jamal real quick. I'm trying to sell my house, and so I can, get my equity, give my half to my ex-fiance, keep my half, we split our ways. So we're not really trying to put in money into the house. So my question is, what's like the first thing that people see? Like when you walk into a house, what's the thing that you would recommend for me to put in so I can sell the house quicker? Because part of my equity, I'm going to invest into getting to make real estate too. So I'm trying to get on that as well.
Yeah, so you're saying what's the first thing that people see?
What's he help him sell the house faster? What can he increase the value?
Yeah, so you want a wow factor. Yeah, you want to create wow factors, right? So that's the thing, the wow factors. I think you just saw what I did to my house, my other house, on a video, right? You want to do focal walls. You want people's eyes to go straight to a certain area of the house. You want to have light fixtures. It's got to flow. Like literally upgrade all the light fixtures in the house. Definitely paint color focal walls. You want to take their attention to certain walls. And if their eyes go to certain walls, you got to make sure that maybe trim it out with some nice woodwork on the wall area. People definitely go to bathrooms and kitchens. Take up, if you've got laminate countertops, put the granite countertops, possibly paint the cabinets. Change the doorknobs a lot of times. You want to make them contemporary. You can go with the black doorknobs or the stainless steel, black hinges or stainless steel hinges. It's things like that. Definitely upgrade the landscaping to draw them to the inside the house. So those are, most of the things that people look at, man. People walk around all the time. Nobody looks at the foundation of the house, even though that's the most important part of the house. Nobody looks at the electrical and the plumbing.
You're talking the investor side now.
Investor side. when you're selling the property, though, I'm telling you, it's the paint. The paint. You gotta the paint, the light fixtures, and focal walls.
Yep. Cool. Appreciate it, Pablo. Let's go to Jordan. I don't know if Jonathan hand just still up, but we'll take two more, Jonathan and Melvin, and get out of here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep,
What's up, Jay?
Yeah, what's good? Look, I just wanted to say this to the people that's here, bro. They're not capping to you guys. If you guys aren't signed up in the communities, if you're not signed up in the groups, like this past weekend, I had one of the greatest experiences in my life, shadowing E in the Next Level Speakers Academy. And bro, when I tell you I saw things, met people that I would never ever have access to, off the hard work that these men sitting in front of us has put in. Like, guys, if you get off this call and you don't tap into the access that you have, you don't really want it, honestly. And these men sitting here right in front of us is giving us game, and everything that they're giving us is true. I'm living it. They're opening up doors that I've never thought I'd room.
Okay, talk about some of the people you met. You don't do them like that.
I met Tim Tebow. I met the CEO of the Unite Conference. That's part of the American Association of Christian Counselors. They potentially may even be working with with blowing out their conferences. They had 11 conferences of women, 8,000 women plus in rural Virginia. And they have a 5,000 plus Unite conference of men that they host 2 times a year. These people bringing in next level.
Get ready, Doc. Doc, get ready. He said for men, Doc, get ready. We setting you up.
If you're not a part of this community and like really and really like want to lock in and take your life to the next level, like guys, like I'm telling you, it is the real deal, and I'm living it right now.
Let me ask you this though, because that's easy to say that. But when you met Tim Tebow, how was that experience? Was it like on some groupie stuff, or was it like, yep, I got something for me?
So yeah, like even in that moment, I was able to. So I'm a sneaker reseller. I provide people with sneakers and resources. And one of the things that I tell a lot of people, your shoes says a lot about you with your status and with what you do. I was able to connect with his team, and potentially I may be able to do some work when it comes to nonprofit and things with his team because I have resources and connections in my area. And it wasn't on a group like, yo, let me get your autograph. It was like, no, sit back and listen. And that moment that E talked about where run the play and the coach's heart, I saw that moment in real time and I heard the message. And so it ministered me to, oh my goodness, it ministered me so much differently than maybe what y'all are hearing it now because I got to experience it firsthand. And you're talking about once you stretch a rubber band, it doesn't go back to the original size. Same thing with your mind. When you get stretched, when you see these experiences, it's going to stretch you. And when you go back to your situation, you're going to be so uncomfortable. Your body and your mind is going to fight against your own reality and take you to another level.
Man, so that's good, Jay.
Let me ask you this last question because I wasn't. Here's where a lot of y'all have a challenge too. And when CJ talked earlier, he said a lot of us don't want to fight. I didn't invite Jay. I didn't invite Jay there. I didn't invite him. And so a lot of times what happens to a lot of y'all is y'all have access, but then y'all want me to baby y'all. It's like you want me to hook you up and I got to walk your hand to it. Mm-hmm. I got to call you and bro, I don't got time for that. I have the opportunity. I don't have time to walk the dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there myself. Jay, it was a few of y'all, Jay. How y'all end up getting there?
Yeah, so Rich was speaking, which is the president's chapter of Next Level. He hit me up and was like, yo, I'm speaking in Virginia and E is going to be there. It's a sold out event. I don't have any more tickets. So let me, so see if you can reach out to E and get a ticket. I hit E up like, yo, can I shadow you as a speaker and just really see how it works and how it goes on? Hit E up and E was like, no problem. You can come shadow. I didn't hit up E. I won't like, yo, what time? Like all I did was I got in the car and make sure I was there on time. I won't bother them. I made sure, hey, E, you got a ride from the airport because I knew it was a small town. E said he was straight. And I hopped in the car, got about 4 or 5 in the morning, drove into Virginia. And I made sure I won't no burden. I made sure that I won't late or like, hey, where you at, where to go. I made sure I knew the whole layout before I got there. And I just try to make sure that I served E while he was there. If he needed water, if he needed anything, like I made sure I was valued and I wasn't just there being a groupie.
Let me say this to y'all. The one thing that pissed me off, and I ain't never talked about
one
this
thing?
before. Yeah. I never talked about
how
this before.
How much time you got? I give you my list.
Jordan just said it. Bro, I can't tell you how many times people want to shadow me and I got to do all the work. What time is the venue at? You know, I don't know. I don't even do that stuff. I don't even know what time I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be. I don't know where it's at. And I promise you, people like the day of call me 50 times. Okay, where's parking? Yeah. I don't know where parking is. Yeah, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm letting you come. Figure it out yourself. Just get to the spot. And once you get to the spot, we good to go. And like Jordan said, I got to hold his hand, open up. Jordan like, okay, here go the door. E, we walking in this joker. He went, met Tim Tebow, met everybody. Not E. Can you take me to go meet Tim Tebow? Can you tell him my name? I don't know. I can't. I'm about to get ready to speak, right? And so that was a good part right there. Figure it out on your own. I have opportunities for you, but I don't have time to cook the grocery shop, cook for you, clean for you. Grow up. Like CJ said, it's gonna be a fight. You got to do your part. You can't ask for somebody to cook for you and do all the other stuff too. You got to do your part.
Hey, if I could piggyback just on that,
yes,
man.
You can.
Coaching with ET and Jamal.com.
I mean, listen, man. I feel convicted. I just feel convicted. I got to say something.
Y'all know Seagull.
Right. I got to say,
Coaching
and the reason
with Jamal.com.
Hey, the reason why I got to say something, and the reason
it's always gonna be one in the class.
I'll tell you.
Register now. Tickets are going.
Hey, The reason why I gotta say so, y'all see what I gotta deal with, man. But the funny thing
he ain't
is,
sitting next to you no more.
bro. But the man just left my house. This man just stayed in my house for like 2. He don't talk this talk in Chicago. He only go to Michigan. There's something about the Michigan weather. He's scared in Chicago,
home, baby.
But he be humble in Chicago. Jamal, is there anything I can do for you? He be on that.
Well, you know he the leader here, Ma.
He get in Michigan, he get a little confidence. That's all right. I was just gonna say for all y'all, look, this is how I started out. It's exactly how I started out. And just a little praise report. It's crazy when you talking about Jordan, you talking about shadowing him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy. He called me up about, I don't know, man, it was about a couple months ago and said, hey, I got a speaking engagement in Chicago. And he remember, he's like, Ma, hey, come on with me in front of the principals or whatever. He had me coming. I didn't know I was even about to speak. I'm just sitting there. I didn't know until he called my name. It was like, yeah, Ma, tell him what.
Tell him.
I was like, all right, cool.
Tell him.
But he put me in front of not only a room full of principals, he put me in front of a deputy, a chief. And next thing I know now, they got me creating a financial literacy course for the whole Chicago public schools. I promise you. I can't make this stuff up. So, but it's about proximity, about being in the right place, being connected to the right people.
Yeah.
All right, last one, Melvin. Let go.
Oh, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Bless.
I'm good, bro.
Melvin, what's up, bro?
I was good till CJ started talking. He got my blood boiling now.
I tried to start my video, but for some reason I can't. But so whatever. So I just wanted to so like in 2020, me and my wife, we purchased a home out here in Douglasville, Georgia. And I think, what is it, 2024? The house value is like, it went to like $350 right now. We bought it at like $150, so the value is around $350. And I'm just thinking, like, I know sometimes in life to get what you want, you got to give up certain things and like sacrifice. And I really been thinking about, like, should I sell our home so we can invest into other things like real estate? And it just kind of been weighing on me, like, what options should I choose?
It's been weighing on him, Ma. It's been weighing
Well, the good thing is, man, is your wife on here?
Oh no, she not, but she definitely down with me, man. We went on one date when we met in 2014. We got engaged that same week. So she definitely a keeper. She been down with me. We've been married for 10 years.
Yeah, so the good thing is that
no time.
Yeah, you don't have to sell your house.
I like you, we get married.
You can accomplish both. You know, right now, if you just wanted to keep your house, you said you bought your house for $150 and it's valued at $350. The bank could give you up to 75% loan to value, right? So right now, you know, with purchase plus, so you had 262. If you subtract that by the 150 of what you owe, that means you got $112,000 in equity that the bank can give you a line of credit for. So you got $112,000 that the bank will give you a home equity line of credit, or that money could just sit in a separate account, and then you can utilize that money without paying no interest until you utilize that money. So imagine if your investment property now was, let's say, $50,000, they only gonna charge you interest on the $50,000, but you're gonna have access to $112,000. And then that way you can still keep your house. And then that way you pretty much borrow money from your own bank.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So like, I think in my mind, maybe $50,000 as far as a down payment. I mean, I joined the Make Real Estate Real course, so I know the whole plan that you set out. I'm thinking maybe $50,000 to be a good entry point, you know, to start.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, you got enough equity. You got enough equity in your home to just I would try to get as much as possible. That way, just in case you need $60,000, or you might find a second property, you're not going to be charged on the money until you use it. So it don't hurt you to have it. So I always tell people, get if they approve you for $75,000 and you think you might only need $50,000, take the $75,000. You're not paying. It's not like a refinance. If you refinance it took $75,000, that's different. You're paying interest on that whole amount while waiting on an investment to come. But with a line of credit, that money's just sitting in the bank waiting on you to find the right investment.
Okay, I got you, man. I appreciate y'all, bros, man. I've been following y'all for a while.
Thank
I
you,
don't
brother.
meet all y'all.
Yeah, no.
Before, so appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Melvin. Man, appreciate all the Patreon fans for tapping in with us live.
Yes.
Man, y'all are rock stars. Y'all sat through with us, man. That's amazing. For those of y'all not on Patreon, come on, man. Join the Patreon. Get on here, man. Get these extra episodes. Get these early access. no commercials, none of that. Go to patreon.com, S2S Podcast, also coachingwithet.com. Any last words?
Coaching is changing.
Anybody hungry?
ET and Jamal.com.
Well, hey, we out of here. We love you, Will. See you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.